Until the night is over, until the night is over.
Oh man, Burna Boy and Ed Sheeran. Beautiful, bringing us into Lifestyle Daily segment. Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. If you just tune in, you've missed Coffee Daily, but it's not too late. We're about to jump into Lifestyle Daily, and we are asking, or we are rather helping you manage your debt. If you have debt and you're thinking of how to manage it, don't worry. Apostle Theophilus Jeffries is here to help us do that. He's a certified financial coach. But before that, there's nothing more pleasing than Top Choco chocolate spread on bread. It has the power to awaken your taste buds and make you happy instantly. The Top Choco 3-in-1 instant mix chocolate drink is suitable for preparing both cold chocolate milkshakes and cups of delicious hot chocolate. Just add hot water. Introducing the latest addition to their Top Choco family, the Top Choco Choco Cup, which is suitable for everyone and will surely be a crowd pleaser. Children can take it to school, and imagine serving these cups at birthday parties, picnics, or any other gathering. This chocolatey treat will definitely make their day. Get your hands on the Top Choco Cup today and experience the joy of chocolate spread in a cup. Remember, Top Choco is made with love in Ghana using only the finest ingredients. Top Choco, it's chocolatey, making me want some Top Choco this morning. But, that's what Apostle. Good morning. How long has it been? We haven't had you in a while.
Maybe if I can tell us.
Really, it's been a while. But what have you been up to?
Oh, well, you know, I told us last time that the ministry, sometimes media can take you off ministry. So we're trying to focus more on church, because if your media work grows and ministry doesn't grow, it's kind of like an imbalance. Sometimes you have to just veer off a little and focus on ministry. Let it come up.
Honestly, Apostle, it is this kind of outfit that will take me to debt.
Like, started,
a minute of our conversation today, what goes into your choice of outfit? Like, it has all of my attention. Apostle, if I own two of these, you'll be coming here to teach me how to manage my debt every day. You look shiny and nice.
Well, thank you very much. I think, you know, you need energy. And one of the things that gives me a good energy is when I look good.
Yes.
So it excites my brain, and once your brain is excited, you get new ideas. Once you get new ideas, your life can run faster.
Nice one.
Yeah, so boring atmosphere and boring dresses,
they don't coexist. Let's get into the conversation. So just before we came onto Lifestyle this morning, when we introduced the topic that we're going to talk about debt, one of the questions that came up was, do I owe anybody? Or we're asking ourselves on air that, do you owe anybody? And I said no, but not now. But I know I'll owe in future. And Gordon had a good laugh about it. But I want to ask, what is good or bad about debt? Is there anything good? Is there anything bad about it?
Well, you know, debt is three. No debt, bad debt, and good debt. No debt is always the best. It's a blessing. When you wake up every morning and you look around, you owe nobody, you are exciting. It's a blessing. But a good debt is a leverage. A lot of the great business we know today tries on good debt. They go for the loans on which they thrive. If I go for a loan and then offer interest of 30, I invest, and then I made a profit of 70%. That's a good one. Unfortunately, people go for the loan, they invest the loan rather, or use the loan on consumables or liabilities. So a good debt is a leverage. It's called OPM, other people's money. You don't need to have your own money to start a business. Your personality, your integrity, your honesty can get you money. So OPM generates good debt. But the bad debt is obviously where you go for the loan and then you spend on consumables, which doesn't generate anything, on liabilities, no income, no staffs. So as for debt, it can either be a leverage or it can be a baggage.
A baggage.
Okay.
Yes, a baggage. And you see, a good debt, usually it develops you. Like I use the word D, it develops. E, it empowers you. B, it's always a blessing. T, it's always gives you some level of traction in life. Traction. But a bad debt, D, it will drain you. E, it will empty you. B, it will belittle you or it will bankrupt you. As for tea, you don't want to hear it will torture you.
Okay. I've also, sometimes before you will not know whether a debt is going to be good or bad until, like you said, you've managed it. Okay.
Yeah.
You won't know if you're going for the
No,
money.
I beg to differ.
If you're going for
You,
coin,
yeah, you should know. Yes,
know.
because at the foundation, you should decide. That's why the last time we spoke about bad money habits, we spoke about going to borrow money without a definite plan. So if I'm going to borrow money with a definite plan, I should know that this money is going for a profitable business.
Or straight away, the one of the debts that you mentioned,
Yes.
taking loan for consumables.
Consumables, liabilities.
I think I'm asking if I'm going for a loan for a business.
Okay.
Let's say I want to get some cars for ride hailing.
Yeah.
Ride hailing.
Okay.
I don't want to mention brands, so you know the ride hailing.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a good business, isn't it? I
Oh,
know that's a
is.
good business. People are
Yeah.
making money from
Yeah.
it. So I'm going to the bank to borrow money to buy, let's say, 2 cars.
Okay.
I don't know how the business is going to turn out until I am in the business.
Okay.
We've heard stories of how people went for loans
Yeah.
to start a business like that,
Yeah.
and then suddenly issues, car issue, maintenance, this and this and this. So that's what I'm saying. That
Okay.
sometimes when you're going for the loan, you don't know if it's
All right,
going to
okay,
be a
understand.
good debt
Yes.
or a bad debt
Okay.
until you find out.
All right.
I'm very, very much interested in the OPM topic, the other people's money.
Yeah.
But I want to know, if I'm starting a business,
Yeah.
do I go for a loan, even if I have my own money that can start the business,
Yes.
or I should use my own money so that if it fails,
That's why I said that debt too. No debt is always the best. If you're going to buy a house to rent, we tell people even in mortgaging or in real estate, if you have your own cash to go buy the house and start renting out, it's always safer than to go borrow money and invest and it doesn't turn out. You see, if I lost money which is my own, it's safer than losing money that is borrowed. There's a connection between stress and mental dehydration. That most people who are indebted and they are in debt are depressed, are stressed. There's a study that shows that most government workers, like teachers and other stuff, one of the reasons why they are not really happy is because of this thing called debt. Because debt itself becomes like a burden and a torture and a load on you mentally. The thought about the idea that I owe someone, that keeps calling you, alone can drain your energy. And that alone gives you mental dehydration. So mentally, you are not hydrated. Mentally, you are not exciting, you are boring, everything irritates you, you can't do any stuff. So we advise that if it's possible, you have your own money, why won't you invest your own money?
And I think if you have money, would you go for a loan though?
Some people are just, you know, even this MTN borrow money, people who have money, but they just want to borrow money.
You just want to borrow
Yeah,
money.
they can buy the credit.
They think it's
still want to
safer.
do it.
Yes.
They want to shift the
Kind
risk
of.
onto somebody else. Okay. Is it okay to borrow money to pay your school fees? Would you say that's good investment?
Good investment, because education is good.
But that's long term.
Yes, obviously. So obviously, investment we have what, medium term, short term, long term. So obviously,
But after your education, what's the certainty that you get money to pay? I think you go into a business that has, like Godwin said, if you these ride hailing, you know, you're able to tell that if I bought a car for say 30,000 and I do work and pay
For 6
or
months.
higher purchase, you're able to calculate it. It is only well, you appreciate some level of risk because then you don't know, the car can crash. You can have a driver that says, "Masa, car no, today this, today that."
Example.
Yes.
That is there. But to borrow money for school, which bank is even going to give you money to pay for?
well, but do you know that they give us, even the SLIS note, the SNIT loan. Yes, they are giving the money for
So that
school.
when you work,
Yeah,
you
you
can-
work, obviously. So even that one is a loan for students to go
Okay.
and cater for their school.
That's true.
Yeah, so borrowing money for you see, education, if you have gotten a good education, you can manage your life better. Unfortunately, people go for schooling. Most people are not educated. As you say, you just schooling, you just run through the school. But good education can generate money.
In that case, would it be wrong to borrow money for your wedding and believe that because of the partnership, because you're getting married for partnership, right? And no, truly,
It's okay, come with the question.
Realistic.
truly, one of the things that can aid Godwin to come to work early is if somebody was waking up and doing tea for you, you don't have to iron your clothes. Oh, Godwin, Sure with you. So let's practicalize it because
But work early. I like
because I
that.
don't think that people that go for money for marriage ceremonies, they're really crazy. Like they just want to put themselves. They believe in the partnership that they're about to go into.
Yeah, my wife will contribute
and believe that their wife will contribute because maybe they feel that they are not functioning properly because they don't have a partner.
You see, most of such decisions is born out of emotions and feelings.
Okay.
When you are making financial decisions based on, because if you are in love with a lady or you are in love with a guy, they can thrive on that love and get anything from you. So of course, when you are in love, you may want the love. Oh, you will spend time together, like you were saying. Okay, you make tea for you, come to work early and all those stuff. All right, it helps you do your work better. But these days, the marriages are not certain. How sure are you that it's even going to last? My personal opinion: borrowing money for a wedding is wastage. Yes, because a lot of young people can't even afford it, and you are borrowing money for wedding. That's my personal take. You don't need to borrow money to marry. Yeah,
Okay.
that's my personal
We're
opinion.
in the debt already. We owe. Is there a standard way of managing it, or it's a case-by-case situation?
Well, there's a standard way, but obviously we can reduce it for everybody, like more practical. The first thing is that you should have the mind to come out of debt. Most people have not yet decided to come out of debt.
Why though?
Oh, yes. They keep giving excuses for why they have to be in debt.
Okay.
Or why they are in debt. And as long as you keep making excuses why you are in debt, you're not going to make the commitment to come out. Because coming out of debt is like a journey uphill. It's not an easy thing. People come out, they go in, come out, they go in, come out, they go in. Today is out, tomorrow is in. So it's a conscious effort. And that must begin with the mind. Because whatever the mind think, the mind receive. And the mind is the man. So if there is a will, there's a way. So the person must decide that I really, really want to come out of debt, which is the first. If you have not yet decided, it's just a casual interest. Well, if I have the chance, I will. There's no measure will give this person that to bring this person out, because we're going to put a lot of demands on you, restrictions on you. Else, if you are not determined, the restrictions we are going to put on you, you flop them. We can tell you for the next 6 months you're not going to buy any dress. And if you're not determined, you flop it.
Yeah.
Because to manage debt, two things: either you increase your income or you reduce your expenditure.
Okay.
Because you need to free money to pay. And to free money, you are either going to be reducing your expenditure. And that's a very difficult thing for a lot of people, especially when you are used to a particular lifestyle. Or you have bought a lifestyle. You didn't grow into a lifestyle. A lot of people, they don't grow into a lifestyle. They bought into a life. They are buying a lifestyle. So, Charlie, you are a fake life. Those who grow into a lifestyle, they are real. You understand? But many people, they are buying a lifestyle. They measure their worth, their value by what they wear, the phone they carry, and all those stuff. Somebody's holding a phone of 10,000. The other person is broke. If that phone should, you can't buy again. Anything you cannot comfortably pay for, you don't deserve. And that's a discipline people have to have.
So if somebody dashes to you,
So if they dash you, and you are a wise person, you measure the economic value of what you are holding. These days, that's one of my greatest advice, financial advices. Tell people that I want to measure the economic value of this conversation, of this meeting, of this activity. What's the economic? No, because after 35, you have to in managing, I'll come here now because I'm doing financial prudence. Financial prudence is your day-to-day decisions that you make around your money. That's financial prudence. And that factor, what I'm saying, measure every activity by the economic value it has.
Basically, if you ask me to dinner this evening, I'm going to have to measure the economic value of the conversation we are going to have. That's fair, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You would have to. Aside that, because see, time is money. You understand that time, energy, resource, all those stuff. If you manage it properly, you trade your time for money. You trade your energy for money. You trade your skill for money. So if I'm going to give you my time, my energy, and all this stuff, you want to weigh the economic value. If you take this advice, people who take this advice seriously, they realize that they reduce a lot of wastage. So the first step is for financial prudence, which allows you to make day-to-day, reasonable, rational, impactful decisions around your money.
Okay. So let's rearrange it. So first, you either increase your income, or you reduce your expenditure. Now, in reducing your expenditure or increasing, you must look at the financial prudence. Like what are you taking out? What are you dropping?
Financial prudence.
Okay.
You see, if you are not financially prudent, you cannot even live within your budget. Because your day-to-day, I said last time that our emotions and our feelings, dictate what we buy, what we wear. So if you can control your senses, you can control what you feel, what you smell, the food and all those stuff, you'll be able to live properly. But a lot of people cannot control that. That's why today, those who are into the food and other stuff, they appeal to your senses. Once I appeal to your emotion, I'm going to get the money from you. If a woman wants to get your money, bro, you appeal to your emotion. If you want to get a woman's money, you must appeal to her emotion. So anybody who can properly appeal to our emotions can take money from us. So in business, in marketing, you don't just sell, you sell emotions, you sell feelings. So financial prudence allows you to know that, hey, you are a thief, you want to steal my money. Your day-to-day decision. Then what we call financial discretion, which has to do with decisions that will affect your future.
Right.
Your future plan. Because that's where your short-term financial goals come in, your long-term financial goals come in, your distant financial goals come in. Most people don't have financial discretion. So they make decisions now. After 2 years, they'll go bankrupt. The only reason why I will not go bankrupt financially after 2 years when I start a business is because I have financial discretion. So I know that I started a business after 1 year, I made some profit. No. I'll reinvest the profit back into the business. Let me grow the business. People can't grow their business because of lack of financial discretion. So the business after 2-3 years, it collapses. Today, when you walk around Accra, shops are closing almost every day. If somebody have left the shop, a new shop, they are opening. People are not growing because of the lack of financial discretion. Then the third one is called financial frugality, which allows you to manage wastage.
Okay.
Anybody who cannot manage wastage would perpetually remain in debt, go into debt, can't come out of debt. And guess what? Our system here has a lot of wastage. You know that even the electricity you have in your house, why do they have what you call the F? The F that they add is to control so that there will not be power leakage.
Right.
If the earth is not proper, you see that there will be power leakage. Current will be flowing out. So when you put your tester even into the neutral wire, you see that there's power inside. So there's leakage. Many of us, there are a lot of leakages around our lives, in our homes, our businesses. You see in the Bible, Joseph came up to preserve a nation for 7 years. 7 years of wastage. He came in with financial prudence and frugality. So all that they could have wasted, he harnessed it, stored it back to preserve for the next 7 years. A lot of people, if they can become financially frugal, I promise you, you can curtail wastage and you can grow money. So financial frugality is key. Most people don't have it because, Charlie, you have to feel good, you have to eat good, you have to impress people. And we keep impressing people with what you wear, what you hold, the car you drive, and all those stuff. You don't need to impress people to grow money. If you want to impress people whilst you are growing money, your money won't grow.
I'm just opposing this with a system of governance today. And not just today, governments that have come and gone.
Yeah.
Today, IMF is telling us that we are the number one borrower, right? We are the number one borrowing country when it comes to the IMF. Ghana.
Ghana?
Yes, please. And I'm sure you've heard about it.
Wait. I've not read this.
It's not that we've maintained the position. It's not that
We've
it's
maintained,
new,
I mean,
actually.
yeah.
That's what we're big.
And I'm thinking, we're talking about debt management today, and we're looking at a country like Ghana. And I know one of the things that our finance minister is doing right now is a domestic debt exchange program.
Yes.
And I'm looking, okay, so if I want to learn from someone like the finance minister, who is a guru when it comes to finances,
Yes.
is it possible or is it wise to, knowing that you're owing someone, debt exchange, can you borrow money to pay your loan, your debt?
Robbing Peter to pay Paul.
I mean,
is it like that?
In debt management,
Yes.
would you say that basically because I'm owing this person and the losses I will incur if I don't pay on time, is more. So, but this one, when I borrow it, I have a long-term time
Yes.
to pay it.
Yes.
Can I borrow from there to pay this one?
Of course, you can borrow. You can always borrow. You see, debt is not that you borrowed. Debt is that you borrowed and you couldn't pay.
Right.
Number two, debt is that you borrow and you refuse to pay. Yes, then that is a debt. As long as you borrow, you are not in debt. But once you couldn't pay,
And it becomes
the loan you went for, you couldn't pay, becomes your debt. So most people go for the loan. That's why in loan management, the loan management portfolio is 4 stages: obtaining, maintaining, sustaining, retaining, and detaining. So you obtain the loan, you must maintain it, which we call the security of the principal. That even if you don't do anything at all, at least the initial capital, you must be able to maintain it. That if we come back after 1 year, your 10,000 that you went for at least is there. You must hold at least. So that's why you maintain it. Then you move to what we call sustain, able to now multiply it. Multiplication. Can you multiply it a little? If you can multiply a little, that's sustaining it. Then you go to what you call retain. Retain means that now you are expanding. Okay. The same principle God gave in the Bible, Adam. Be fruitful, multiply, replenish, and subdue. Any business today, these are the 4 principles they ride on. Be fruitful, have a product. So this iPad, Apple, they have 1 product. Fruitful. Then number 2, multiply. Then they produce more of it. The same quality, more of it, just multiply. Then number 3, replenish. It means distribute. After distribution, then you subdue, you control the market. Any business that goes through these 4 processes can stay in business. It's in the Bible. They may not even tell us, but it's true. So the same way debt, loan, when you go for loan, you must go through this process, obtain it, you maintain it, you sustain it, you retain, then you detain. If you can't go through this process, your loan will become a debt.
Interesting.
Can you apply all these principles to quick loan? Why?
It's so funny.
No, it's okay. Yes.
Apostle, I understand that you definitely would want a quick loan because it's very urgent for you. Is it that people lack the discipline and the mindset that you have said to pay back? Or it's just they genuinely don't have the money to pay back?
Sometimes it's a discipline. You see, when it comes to money, it takes your best hours to make money. It takes your best hours, your best strength, everything to make. That's why they say Sekaya Moja. The reason is because it takes your whole life, the best part of your day to make that money. So when money comes to you, parting with money is like you are parting with your life.
Right.
So even if you have the money even to pay, to part as if life is leaving you. So you need discipline, financial discipline, to be able to. If you don't have it, you have the money, you won't pay. I'm sure all of us, we are here today, even including me. If you've owned before, you have the money. You equally pay, but it's difficult. Even the quick loan, they will tell you that, you could even be paying bit by bit. People ignore it. So,
it has that.
Yes, you can just log in and then, all right, the portal, open the portal. If you own 600, today you can pay 50 cedi.
Okay.
70 cedi.
It's flexible.
It's flexible. You can be doing that. How many of us do that? No. We wait, and then when it has accumulated, it's so scary. Then it's
throw the SIM card away.
They are criminals. That behavior is wrong. It's a criminal behavior.
They'll get back at you because you register another SIM card.
It's not a good thing. So it takes discipline. In fact, one of the greatest virtues in life is discipline. Anyway, no matter how skillful you are, how anointed you are, how talented you are, you need discipline. Discipline is what to drive you. When there's no emotion, when there's no feeling, when there's no one cheering you, you just have to be disciplined and keep going.
Financial discipline.
Yeah, financial discipline.
So if I go and promise a girl something, that I'll do something for her, and
like what?
Time no sooner.
Like what?
Like
what?
Where did I go and say?
God will like what? Like what?
You promise. We promise. You promise a woman a lot of things.
Like
I don't know.
Like what?
In the moment, I don't know. Think of any
example.
Me, I'm in front of you.
Promise her. You don't have to commit yourself. Promise her. Promise
me something. And let's see if you have the discipline too.
You don't want to part.
Yes.
With that thing.
Yes.
Or anything. Say it was in a moment of feelings.
You see, so that is why you don't promise. You don't promise when you are excited, when you are happy.
So if you pledge in church and say, I'll give this.
A lot of people pledge in church out of emotion and excitement, and they go home and they don't redeem the pledge. I'm telling you, either they're preaching, they were excited, they will come forward.
No, it's not a loan. No.
And when you are a congregation member,
the pledge is not a loan, is it? Because I didn't borrow it. I just
pledge is not a loan, but it's a debt. It's like you vow, you pledge that you will. Yes. God will hold you responsible. It only becomes
a debt when you've not paid.
And you have not paid. You promised that you bring the money. You took the envelope. You took the envelope. They didn't put gun on you. It was just a message, and you went forward.
We wrapped our conversation, but can you give me one very common situations where a man can promise and it is not true, and women must know that it is not true?
I'm a far. Should I answer, God?
Please, go ahead and answer because I'm wondering. I'm not
Say
on,
in a moment of
I'm not-
excitement.
I'm not on this table. I mean, we all say things sometimes in a moment of excitement. Sometimes you don't know it was in a moment of excitement until you are about to redeem the thing. Like, hey, you know, sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you know.
Yes.
Even women do that sometimes.
Yes.
So I think it's a human thing. So it's not even about a man.
About a man.
It's not just about a man. It's about
Sure.
being
Do you
human.
believe that?
Women promise meto kama or meto diamond meto middle
As for promising women, you see, women generally don't believe when you tell them the truth.
What do women promise? They only promise love. Oh,
Yeah,
I love you.
so that's how come a lot
You are
of
the
guys
only
have
person-
to resort
you are
to
the only
lying to
person
them.
I am
I'll
with.
do this for you. I'll get blah 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 blah.
So when a man promises you in the moment of excitement, it's not debt.
You know, you have to
it's
be
not
very
loan.
careful.
It's
No,
not
no,
debt.
you have to be
Is
careful.
it that? Or?
Is it that? Or must they redeem it?
But all males, when you promise, women take your promise as you are owing, and they'll hold you to your word. You have to be aware about that.
That's a part two of the story and how we can manage that owing. Okay. Apostle.
Thank you
So,
so
do you
much.
have anything coming up?
Not really,
Okay.
but if I will let you know.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Where can we find you as always?
As always on Facebook, Apostle Tifilo Jeffries. I'm always there. I'm more lively there more than any other place.
Oh,
Facebook,
Yeah,
eh?
Facebook, yeah.
Also, I'm call 5 years. Name.
Yes.
thank
Okay.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Apostle.
Okay, guys, let's stay on the show. There's so much on the show today. Please stay.